Hey everyone, it's Michael Sotos with Uncanny Strength and Conditioning, online superhero training. I'm here with a good friend. His name is Bob. He's a training partner, and he's a pretty popular guy, so probably a lot of you have trained with him before. Anyways, this is my last video on superpowers and special abilities, and I wanted to talk about martial arts. Martial arts is a great way to bring out your own unique special powers and abilities, and it's important for every superhero to have some kind of basic self-defense training. There's a lot of options. A lot of times people think of martial arts and I think it brings up some fear. I think they think that they're gonna have to go fight with someone and they could get hurt. But there's a lot of options, and so the ultimate thing is to pick an art that is going to that you're going to enjoy and that you feel comfortable with. So anyways, I just want to go through some of the arts that you could choose from. There's gentle arts like Tai Chi and Qigong, where you get to work on balance and you work on forms. And those might be a better option for someone who's older or someone who's worried about too much contact. Those tend to be more gentle, and you still get a lot of benefits from them. They're very, very important. Then there's arts where you focus on joint locks and throws and falls, and that's Aikido, and there's Jiu-Jitsu, and there's some other ones, but I've done a lot of Aikido in my life. It is very important to know how to fall, so that's one of the key things, being able to fall and not get hurt. That is a very vital skill as we get older. How many older people will fall, get badly injured, and then they never really recover from it? So those kind of arts where you have joint locks and throws and do some falling, that is a great skill to learn. And it also is a great way to have self-defense, but maybe you don't have to hit someone. You can control them and talk about things, talk it out. Then there's striking arts. So I'm talking about boxing, kickboxing, karate, Kung Fu, Taekwondo. There's a lot of options there. Punching and kicking, and they can be a really great workout. They're good for hand-eye coordination, and anyone can at least do some kind of basic boxing. You can do some basic boxing combos on someone like Bob here. You can train with him, or a heavy bag, or have someone hold some pads for you. Have a training partner where you hold pads for them and they hold pads for you. But at the very least, everyone could do some kind of boxing for fitness. There's just a lot of great benefits from that. And then you have multi-style arts, which is like Jeet Kune Do, JKD, which is an art that I do that was, I don't know if I'd actually call it an art, maybe more of a philosophy. It was created by Bruce Lee. It's a mix of arts. So you do some grappling, you do striking. There's a combination of a lot of different arts, and it's really taking what works and using that and finding your specific style. And there's other ones that are multi-style. There's MMA, where you do grappling and striking and all those different arts. I think Krav Maga maybe has a mix of some different kicking and grappling and stuff, and self-defense work. And then the last thing I want to mention, there's weapons training. So you could, I know there's people who train, do sword work. I was on vacation up in Bend, Oregon, and I saw a guy leading a class, and people were swinging like medieval type swords. Actually looked really fun. I actually do some Filipino martial arts, and we do stick fighting. We work with eskrima sticks, so the small sticks, and then there's also, there's some other stuff in there. It is multi-style, but weapons training can be really great for the hand-eye coordination, and it can be really fun. So there's a lot to choose from. Find what you're comfortable with. Find what really speaks to you. You can go, if you're thinking about going to a class, go to the class, watch. A good teacher will let you watch, and you can see if you bond with the teacher and if it's going to be a good fit. because you should enjoy it if you're going to do it, and if you enjoy it, then you're going to do it more. So very important, do that martial arts training. And as far as the benefit to the mind, just remember, I've said this before, anything that has rhythmic motion, crossing center line, using hand-eye coordination, it requires a lot of brain power, so it's really good for your brain. Helps keep that brain healthy. So there's another reason why you should be doing some form of martial arts self-defense training. And the very last thing, I want to leave you with just a self-defense tip. It's not very sexy, it's not very exciting, but it's probably one of the most important self-defense techniques. At least I think it's one of the most important, and it's having awareness. So when you go into a situation, you know, nowadays we have all these distractions with electronics, but just make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Just an example, if I went to the store at night, I want to make sure I don't park in the darkest, farthest corner of the parking lot. I want to make sure that I park somewhere near a street light, and I'm not on my phone when I'm getting in and out of my car, so I'm aware of anyone who's around or anything that's around. So that's really, really important. And go with gut feelings. If your gut is telling you this situation seems sketchy, I'd recommend listening to it and get out of that situation. I don't want you to be paranoid, but there's a lot to be said about gut instinct. So awareness, that's huge. Be aware. That can save you a lot of trouble and save you from getting in dangerous situations. All right, so that was my last video on superpowers and special abilities. Remember, you can go to uncannystrength.com/online training, and there's an application there to sign up for superhero training, and you can join the League of Online Fitness Superheroes. I'd love to have you as part of the team. So I'll have more videos soon, and Bob and I say, go train.